so still. I never will be like you, and you never will strike me better.
Who are opposed? All right. I'm a teacher of English as a second language at Bronx Community College. Sometimes I teach at Fordham. What do we call these things? A majority of the students at this school are from the Dominican Republic. And this semester, that's very true. But the students here at Bronx Community, a community college means that it's a two-year school, typically if they don't start with remedial work. Although ESL work is not what I consider to be remedial. It's students that are learning English as a second or third, or maybe even a fourth language. And I don't have big classes. One of my classes only has 5 students, my beginning class. My English 09 class has about 15 students, and my ESL 03 class has 23 students. So have you completed the essay? Did you write your essay, Luis? Did you write your essay? Yes, I want you to give it to me. I teach 3 different levels. What I would call maybe a high intermediate, what is considered to be the last of the ESL classes at the school, and the beginning class.
What does this mean, Miss? Irony.
Planchar.
Huh?
Planchar.
How's the pronunciation?
Ironing.
Huh?
Ironing.
Ironing.
My schedule this semester is 4 days a week. My first class is at 2 o'clock, and then I have a 4 o'clock, and then I have a 6 o'clock class, but not every day. Make supper or cook supper or dinner. Supper and dinner are more or less the cena of Spanish. So I typically spend time preparing for my classes. To be honest, I don't have to do a lot of preparation because I've been teaching for so long. I've been teaching for over 40 years. At the same school, I've been teaching going on 33 years. But I always do some preparation and thinking, of course, about what I'm going to do. And this is the beginning of the semester, so I'm not overloaded with schoolwork to mark yet. I do have a pile of papers that are waiting for me to mark. I love my work. I like it because I love working with people. And the time passes very quickly. So it's not a job that I'm watching the clock. And I also have nice vacations. So I don't have to be working nonstop throughout the year. That's like saying, I want to know whether you ate yet up to this point. Well, one of the things that I love about teaching English as a second language, I would never be an English teacher or a person teaching English to English speakers. I specifically like teaching English to foreign students because in general, I would say they're students they know that if they're living in this country, the United States, they need to know some English to live here and function more successfully in most cases. So it's a job that you know that you're helping students with something that they really want or need, and they're very appreciative of the help that they get. So that's one of the reasons that I continue to teach.
I'm a tattoo artist. I first came to to United States when I was 19, directly from China. I was a art pursuer. Came here and studied tattoo when I was 21st years old. I went to Japan, all by myself, and then I went to Taiwan because that's another subsidiary of Japanese tattoo style. I started my own career like 3 years ago here. After all of that, I just hope people in New York will like my tattoo works. It's not just a works. It's an Asian style. Tattooing differs from drawing on paper, painting, all the other kind of art that you can imagine, but because everyone's skin is different. Even you got twins, they have different skins. The color is different, quality, it depends. You need to take all the factors into consideration so that you will know what kind of weight, needles, and tactics, the method, and you can work on that particular skin. Tattoo is alive. It's on skin, it's a human being skin, and people got feeling. Someone would think about tattoo as a unique work or like a permanent job, permanent work, but it's not permanent. It's not like drawing. Even though drawing, it can fade like after like 1,000 years, but tattoo is, it's only like 10 years, 15 years, like a dog. It changes every time you see it. It changes every time you see when the people have different situations, have different mood, have different clothes, have different glows. Also, the meaning changes as well. So that's all the fun. There was one little boy. He's a teenager. He just wanted his father's portrait. Started to tell me his story. He lost his old man when he was really young, and there was a car accident. But he lost his old man. That guy that little guy just wanted his father to be with him all the time. That was the most unforgettable 3 hours. I was like a grave designer, you know what I mean? I want to put all his father's love in his heart. When I did it, I didn't feel like I was doing tattoo. I feel like I was doing some sculptures on this little man's heart. Every tattoo is different to different people. It's probably gonna mean someone to you, someone like the tattoo, something like the tattoo. Different meaning, different feeling, different thoughts. Being a tattoo artist, you got the chance to hear different words, different memories, different feelings, different relationships. Even though something is ugly, something is beautiful, it's gonna be so nice to have the chance to share with different people's memory. That's fucking great. That's what we got here. That's why we came here, and that's American dream, right?
I am a case manager at a social service office located in the Bronx. I am an aspiring social worker. Next year I will have my master's degree in social work. I enjoy my job very much because I get to serve a population in need. I specialize in housing. But we do everything from applications and referrals to translation services to individual counseling. We enroll in educational and vocational programs. We secure adequate and safe housing. We secure employment. We secure health insurance. We help people obtain jobs.
And you're a full-time student, and you still haven't gotten your associate's degree. You're getting your associate's degree now. She's a single parent. There's 2 people only in the house, right? It's only you and your daughter, no boyfriend, no girlfriend?
We have people that have mental disabilities or people that are just the elderly that don't know how to deal with computers or automated systems. So I feel that this is because the government purposely makes it hard for them so that they don't need the help, basically, which forces them to come to us, and we help them attain, whatever services that they require. But yes, I would say that every one of my clients is special. I'm special. I think everybody has some uniqueness to himself. I mean, everybody's different, and everybody has different needs.
I am currently a PhD student focusing on the cellular and the molecular biology research. Every step in experiments needs to be operated very carefully and accurately because sometimes even the very little mistake can totally change the results of the experiments. My colleagues in the lab and I are currently working on human papillomavirus. We are interested in this kind of virus because it is known that more than 70% of the cervical cancer in the world is resulted from the infection of HPV. The relationship between cancer and the virus infection is complicated. We hope our studies can help people better understand how the viruses infect human beings. Therefore, we may better understand the real causes of cancer. Like any other research, the time course can be very variant, and averagely we spend 40 to 60 hours every week in the lab. Some people think that working repeatedly, day after day, is boring. And sometimes it's true. It does feel this way. But when you get your data, it's quite exciting, especially for getting the breakthroughs. We turn the numbers and figures we get into graphs and tables to better explain and help the world to understand viruses and cancers. I like my work that I'm doing every day. And we hope that someday doctors and us can work together to improve strategies of prevention and therapy of virus infection caused cancers.
Ooh, you've got me thinking about the sunrise in the nighttime sky. Somehow found it in your eyes. Ooh, are we talking about tomorrow? When we're nighttime doves, teaching love into this town. Ooh, I walked like a left, right when I stumbled into your side, and I crossed my fingers when I don't smile. Ooh, you've got me wishing for a cold night. I call you up real late, and I'll see you in town. Ooh, let's talk some more about tomorrow, 'cause you're